I have this telephone iPhone holder that's similar to what you'd find in your car, hands-free. And I'm able to mount it on a microphone stand, and I can put the phone wherever I want it. In other words, if I want to turn it, see how easily that is? I can move it up and down, side to side, whatever. Okay, so anyway, I'm sure you wanted to hear that. Okay, so what we're talking about over the phone is strictly what I call a 7-note roll, where you play 5, 2, 1, 5. I'm sorry, 5, 3, 1, 5, 3, 1, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pause. 1. Okay. Now, you don't play the second string. Now, if I play the second, that's a third. Now I'm going to play the second. It just doesn't sound right. So, as long as you're playing these 3 strings, now I don't have anyone to play guitar with me to demonstrate this, so I'm going to play that roll, same notes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And if you can put this on your computer where you can hear it through speakers and then play with your guitar, play some G chords, D chords, C's, A minor, F, E minor, just play those in any order and listen to what it sounds like. So here we go. So we go 5, 3, 1, 5, 3, 1, 5, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's the first thing. The second thing, on the Banjo Primer Deluxe, you'll notice there are the breaks or solos for each of the songs is on a separate audio track on a CD. So you can put it on and it's at 5 different speeds. So you can put that on and the student can practice while that CD is playing at different speeds. Now, if a student, if you do any playing during your lessons, one of the basic, most important things sound-wise within bluegrass is the offbeat. So boom, chunk, boom, chunk, boom, chunk, boom. Okay, and I usually move, when I say a muted chop, I'm just touching my fingers on the string so you get a click. Click, and 1, 2, 3. Hear that? And that's where your drive comes from. Any student can master that in about 10 minutes. So if they get in a jam session later on and it's way too fast for what they're doing, all they need to do is do a boom. And the jam people will actually thank them for doing that, because that's an important beat, and most people that go to jams aren't aware of how important that is, and nobody's doing it. Everybody's doing their favorite, and what they should be doing is, okay? Now, using the concept of the 5th string, 3rd, and 1st, which is 5th string G, 3rd string G, 1st string D. That's the 1 of the scale, which is a G, G, A, B, C, D, and the 5. Okay, as long as you're playing the 1s and the 5s, that's going to sound pretty good. Now, if all of a sudden they're in a jam session, it's in G, and they have no clue what the chords are, they now have 2 things to do. They can do a muted chop, or they can do this roll. Voila, all of a sudden, somebody calls out a song in A, they put their capo on A. I'm not going to retune, except for that one. All they have to do now is so to demonstrate demonstrate this, I'm going to play this for about 30 seconds. Pull out your guitar and play any song in the key of A and see what happens. 1, 2, 3, 4. So they're in the jam. Now you mentioned, for example, that when you played in the church that one time, that they're playing in the key of D, okay? Now, since the fifth string is already tuned to A for A, I can take the one finger and I can note a D, okay? So here we go. So if you had played that through that particular song, it would have sounded just fine. Now, if I had a capo on the second fret, I would then make a C shape, which becomes a D, you know, because it's 2 frets up, and I would look for the 5 and the 1. Okay, so the 1 is D, E, F, G, A. So D's and A. So as long as I play A on the fifth string, okay, the second string noted at the first fret, which is a C shape, but it's really a D. That is that's the 1. Now we want to do either an A or a D. That's not going to work. So we're going to have to do some kind of a closed position here. I haven't thought this just so that's okay. So we go. Okay. Okay. Or we could go A, and then I'm just showing you whenever you put a capo on, it gets really confusing to figure out what the true notes are. So I'm going to look for a true A, which is right there. This is a true A. And where's a true D, okay? A true D is right there. So we can go, which is back to the bar. Okay, we're playing the 1, which is an A, the 7th fret 3rd string, which happens to be a D, and the 1st string noted at the 5th fret, which is actually the 7th fret. So that's an A. So now if we move up to this position here, then this is a D right here. That's an A. So we have to find a D or an A. Okay. Now I know that's an A right there, but what kind of weird, position with the, so you can play A, D. Okay. Anyway, so you just search around if you want to play in the key of D. You just find the A's and the D's and just make sure you're playing only A's and D's. And you could have played that, not even known what the chords were, and it would have worked perfect. That took a long time to explain that. The third thing I'll explain is you can do any roll as long as you use 5, 3, 1. So a forward and backward roll in this case would be 5, 3, 1, 5. Okay. Now this is in the key of A, by the way. So 5. Okay. And if we speed it up, it's pretty incredible what that does to the music. So let's do our test. Pull out your guitar and play only chords in the key of A. A's, D's, E's, B minor, F sharp minors and stuff like that. Or if you have a capo on your guitar on A, then you're thinking in C. But anyway, so here we go, forward and backward. Okay, so these are two simple things that anyone that has been playing a banjo for 15 minutes to 30 minutes can do slowly. And okay, so now we've developed these simple ideas over about 75 banjo camps. So if you want to come to a banjo camp, go to geoffhohwald.com and we can show you some of these innovative ideas. And this is anybody that is interested in banjo camp, interested in improving your playing. We really specialize in baby boomers that have played for a few years, have a lot of trouble, kind of get their playing a little more solidified. And the reason they're having trouble is they've kind of missed a couple of the first essential steps. Or if you're a true beginner, we can do that. All right, so I'm going to play the 7-note roll. And I'm going to play the forward and backward roll. I'm going to mix them up, so here we go. Well, good luck, and hopefully this video gives you some more insights in those teaching of beginners, those first few lessons that gives them something that they can play.